Vaje naad anek asankha kete vavan hare. Vaje naad. There are sounds being played, songs are being played. Anek asankha, infinite and countless. And there are kete vavan hare, so many musicians. So the question is, where is that door with which I can find you? The response comes back that there are so many musicians playing here at your door. So how do we recognize the door? How do we recognize the house? What Guru is saying is you are here and you are there and you are everywhere within creation. So what it's doing is it's aligning our thinking so that we can recognize amongst the creation something that is behind the creation, which is the song of creation itself. So we are to look at all living beings as a living song of the divine. Imagine all of creation, everything that you can see, as a musical performance. Everything is singing, everything is dancing, everything is praising that one creator. If you still your thoughts for just a moment and listen, simply listen, and you will hear the music of sound all around you at every moment. It's a very subtle and a very gentle melody. And interestingly enough, it's really evident at Amrit Vela, when all life starts to wake up. You start to hear birds chirping, all the animals, all the trees start rustling. And if you listen carefully, you can even hear the flowers start to open for their morning sunshine. So there's a song, a new day, a new opportunity to sing the glory of life. That's happening all the time. So the Guru recommends that we also wake up at that time. And Guru recommends that when we wake up in the morning, we also start to sing. Kirtan is the Guru's method. So the Guru recommends that we sing and we also use song so that we can recognize that the universe is born out of song. The universe is constantly singing. Remember, the word Oankar is the very utterance of sound. And from the sound of the universe begins. The engines start grinding. The machine starts to work. It all began with the sound of Oankar, and the whole universe came out of that. So the universe is a function of sound. It is sound at all different levels. They say that ultimately when you break everything down into atoms, everything is ultimately just vibration. Everything is moving at just different frequencies. What makes a solid, a liquid, or a gas is ultimately just how it sounds, how it moves, how it vibrates. So this is the Guru's method. The Guru's method is to use song so that we can connect with that divine song. When we sing, we realize that the universe is singing. And that's how we connect. That's how we bring ourselves back away from the noise of the mind into the sound of the continuing motion, that play, that performance of the universe. Remember in Pauri 5, Guru recommends Gaviye, Suniye, Man Rakhiye Pao. Sing and listen to that sound and bring love into the mind. Dukh par har sukh kar le jaye. This will get rid of your dukh. This will get rid of your pain, because your pain and your suffering exists within the mind, the noise of the mind. This will get rid of that noise. It will get rid of your suffering and it will bring peace back into your home. Gurmukh nadang, Gurmukh vedang, Gurmukh rahya samai. Through the Guru's instruction, we will be able to know this naad, this vibration, this sound, this song of the universe. Gurmukh nadang. The Guru's mukh, the Guru's instruction teaches us this. And the Guru's instruction gives us the knowledge of this, the Vedang. And the knowledge is that it is Rahya Samai. It is merged into everything. So this is very much central to Guru Nanak's message. Guruji continues, Kete rag parisyon kahiyan kete gavan hare. Kete means so many. How many? How many rags? Rags are Indian musical structures, ways of performing music. Kete rag parisyon. And in the Indian classical system, there are masculine rags and accompanying feminine rags and raganis. So the word parisyon means the raganis that are with the rags. Pari means the ragani, the female rags that are with the masculine rags, and syon means that they accompany each other. Kete rag parisyon kahiyan, and they're all singing, they're all speaking, they're all rejoicing. Kete gavan hare, there are so many singers and performers. So Guruji here is starting to talk about rag and raganis, the Indian classical musical system, and their subcategories of music as well. And so the Indian classical music system and the origins of classical rag is really closely tied into spirituality and bhakti within India, within the Indian mystical tradition. Sant Singh Maskeen describes this very well. He says, all the musical instruments of India are deeply linked with spirituality. Great meditators and saints like Meera and Narad were famous for playing the iktara, the one-stringed instrument. In the hands of Saraswati, we see the instrument called the veena. Krishna plays a flute. Shiva is seen to beat the drum of the damaru. Bhai Mardana is the musician who accompanies Guru Nanak. And on a saranda, it is said that Guru Arjan Dev Ji performed a lot of kirtan. So therefore, musical instruments have been invented by the Bhagats, by the saints. So it is said that the saints took inspiration from the sounds that they heard around them, from the sounds of creation, and they invented Indian instruments to try and recreate those sounds, to imitate the music that they could hear all around them. And the different rags was their way of trying to imitate the emotions of different times of day and different seasons of the year, which is why when we have rags, they're associated with different moods, different times of day, and different times of year. So Guru Nanak Dev Ji says that at your door there are numerous rags singing your praise. Guruji continues, Gave tuhuno paun pani be santar, Gave raja taram duare. So sing the winds, the water and fire to you. They are singing to you. Sing the kings of righteousness, Taram Raja. And these are all happening at your door. So Guru is describing the door with which we can recognize the divine. All of nature, wind, water, fire, that's all singing right now to you. Air, fire and water are the most necessary things needed to survive. Within our own body, we need water, we need fire, we need warmth. In classical Indian philosophy, these simple things were seen as devtas, as gods. Air is seen as a god, fire is seen as a god. So Guru is saying that these great gods of these gifts of life, even they're singing to us. They're singing all around us, and they're all singing the praise of that divine. And Guruji mentions Gave tuhno paun pani besantar. So the wind, paun, pani water, besantar fire. Gave Raja Taram Duare, and Taram Raja. So Taram Raja is said to be a judge who judges your life, who looks at your life and decides whether you've lived your life according to Taram, and decides your fate in terms of reincarnation. So Guru says that even the great decider of life is ultimately singing the praise of the divine. Gavehe chit gupat likh jaane, likh likh taram vichare.